Welcome to Magic Pillow. Snuggle in, get cozy, and let your imagination drift. Tonight's story is Leo the Little Explorer and the Whispering Waterfall Mystery. In a quiet forest, where the moon glowed softly in the sky, lived a little lion named Leo. Leo was not big. He was not loud. And he did not roar like the other lions. Leo loved something else. He loved to listen. He listened to the wind brushing the leaves. He listened to crickets singing at night. He even listened to the soft footsteps of ants on the ground. When the forest grew quiet and everyone was getting ready to sleep, Leo was still awake. That night, something felt different. The stars twinkled as usual. The trees stood tall and calm. But the air carried a sound Leo had never heard before. It was very soft, very gentle. A whisper. Leo lifted his ears. He held his breath. The whisper floated through the forest like a secret. It sounded like a tiny song, but not a full one. Leo looked around. Other animals were already asleep. No one else seemed to hear it. Where is that sound coming from? Leo wondered quietly. The whisper came again. This time, a little clearer. It was calling him. Far away, deep inside the forest, near a place everyone had forgotten. The old waterfall. Leo felt his heart beat faster. The waterfall had been silent for a very long time. So why was it whispering now? Leo took one small step forward. And that was the moment his quiet adventure began. Leo stood very still. The whisper floated through the air again, soft and slow. It did not sound scary. It sounded sad. Leo looked back at his cozy sleeping place. Then he looked toward the dark forest path. His paws felt a little nervous. But his heart felt curious. So Leo began to walk. The moonlight followed him, painting silver shapes on the ground. Tall trees whispered to each other as he passed. Their leaves rustled softly, as if they were watching him. The whisper grew a little louder, still gentle, but clearer now. Leo noticed something strange. The forest did not feel sleepy anymore. Owls blinked wide eyes. Fireflies flew in messy circles. Even the frogs forgot their night song. Why is everyone awake? Leo wondered. As he walked deeper, the air felt cooler. The ground felt damp under his paws. The whisper changed. Now it sounded like a hum. Not a song, but almost one. Leo stopped near a small pond. The water trembled softly, as if it was listening too. Something is missing, Leo whispered to himself. He did not know what, but he could feel it. The sound came again, guiding him forward, toward the forgotten waterfall. Leo took a deep breath and stepped onto the narrow forest trail. Ahead of him, someone was waiting in the shadows. Leo walked slowly along the narrow trail. The whisper hummed softly in the air, like it was guiding him. Suddenly, Leo heard a small scrape. He stopped. From behind a big stone, an old turtle appeared. The turtle moved very slowly. His shell was wide and covered in soft green moss. "Good evening, little lion," the turtle said gently. Leo bowed his head politely. "Good evening," he replied. The turtle looked at Leo with kind eyes. "You are awake very late," he said. Leo nodded. "I heard a whisper," he said softly. The turtle smiled slowly. "So it has started again," he whispered. Leo's ears perked up. "Started?" he asked. The turtle turned his head toward the deep forest. "Long ago," he said, "the waterfall used to sing." Leo's eyes grew wide. "It sang every night," the turtle continued. "Soft songs that helped the forest sleep. But one night," the turtle paused. "The song faded." Leo leaned closer. "Why?" he asked. The turtle shook his head slowly. "I do not know," he said. "All I know is this," the turtle added. "The waterfall never forgot its song. It is only waiting for someone who truly listens." The whisper floated through the air again. The turtle smiled. "I think it has found you," he said. Leo felt a warm feeling in his chest, but also a bigger question. What was the waterfall waiting for? Leo thanked the turtle. Then he continued walking, his steps slow and careful. The whisper grew clearer, and the night grew deeper. Leo walked deeper into the forest. The trees grew taller. Their shadows stretched long across the ground. The whisper followed him, soft and steady. But something still felt wrong. The forest was awake. An owl fluttered from branch to branch, unable to settle. A family of rabbits peeked out of their burrow, wide-eyed and restless. Even the trees seemed uneasy, their leaves trembling in the quiet air. Why can't anyone sleep? Leo wondered. The whisper changed again. Now it sounded like tiny bells, ringing far away. Leo followed the sound to a small clearing. Golden fireflies floated there, their lights blinking softly. But their glow was uneven, bright, then dim. Leo sat down quietly. He listened. One firefly drifted close to him. The night feels unfinished, the firefly whispered. Leo tilted his head. Unfinished? He asked. Yes, said the firefly. The forest is waiting for something to end. The whisper floated through the clearing again. This time, it felt closer. Leo stood up slowly. The sound was pulling him forward. Beyond the clearing, he could hear a soft rush of water. Not loud, not strong, just enough to be heard. Leo's heart beat faster. He was getting close. But what would he find? When he reached the waterfall, Leo stepped carefully through the trees. The sound of water grew clearer, soft and gentle. Then he saw it. The waterfall. Moonlight shimmered on the falling water, making it glow like silver threads. But the waterfall was not roaring. It was whispering. The sound floated through the air, broken and quiet, like a song that had forgotten its words. Leo sat near the smooth stones. He did not speak. He listened. The whisper wrapped around him. It felt old. It felt tired. Why are you whispering? Leo asked softly. The water shimmered. The whisper changed. Now it sounded like many voices together. Long ago. So long ago. Leo saw pictures in his mind. Animals resting peacefully. Trees swaying slowly. The forest sleeping as one. Then the pictures faded. The whisper became weaker. Leo felt a soft sadness in his heart. You want to sing again? he whispered. The waterfall shimmered once more. But the song did not return. Something was still missing. Leo looked at the water, then at the quiet forest around him. What do you need? Leo asked. The whisper floated softly, almost answering, but not quite. Leo knew now. The mystery was not over. Leo stayed very still beside the waterfall. He did not speak. He did not move. He listened. The whisper flowed around him, soft and slow. Leo closed his eyes. He listened to the water. He listened to the stones. He listened to the quiet forest behind him. The whisper changed again. It was no longer broken. It was almost whole. Leo felt something warm in his chest. The old turtle's words came back to him. The waterfall is waiting for someone who truly listens. Leo understood now. The waterfall did not need noise. It did not need a loud voice. It needed kind listening. Leo breathed slowly. The whisper grew stronger. The water shimmered brighter under the moon. But still, the song did not fully begin. Leo opened his eyes. One more thing, he whispered. The forest around him grew quiet. The fireflies gathered closer. The trees leaned in. Everyone was listening now. The waterfall waited. What was the last piece of the song? Leo took a gentle breath and made a choice. Leo placed one paw on the cool stone beside the waterfall. He stayed calm. He stayed kind. Then Leo did something very special. He hummed. Not loudly. Not perfectly. Just a soft, gentle hum. The sound floated into the falling water. The whisper changed. The water began to sing back. Very slowly. The waterfall remembered. The broken sounds joined together. The soft echoes grew warm and steady. It was the lullaby. A song made of patience. A song made of calm. The forest felt it. The trees relaxed. The animals settled down. Fireflies glowed gently, all at the same time. The waterfall sang fully now. Not loud. Not fast. But peaceful. Leo stopped humming. The waterfall kept singing. It no longer needed help. The lullaby wrapped the forest like a soft blanket. But Leo knew one thing. This song was not just for the forest. It was for him too. And for anyone who listened. The waterfall's lullaby flowed through the forest. Soft, steady, warm. One by one, the animals relaxed. The owls closed their eyes. The rabbits curled into their burrows. Even the trees seemed to sigh, their leaves resting at last. Leo sat quietly beside the waterfall. His eyes felt heavy. His heart felt full. The old turtle watched from a distance, smiling gently. The fireflies dimmed their lights, one by one. The forest was asleep again. Leo stood up slowly. The waterfall whispered one last time. "Thank you." Leo smiled. He walked back through the moonlit path, his steps calm and light. When Leo reached his cozy sleeping place, the stars blinked softly above him. Leo curled up. As his eyes closed, he remembered what he had learned. Sometimes, the quietest hearts hear the biggest secrets. And sometimes, listening is the greatest adventure of all. The forest slept. And so did Leo. The story has ended, and the night is calm. Thank you for joining us on Magic Pillow. Snuggle up, close your eyes, and let your dreams take you to magical places. Sweet dreams, and good night.